What's up? I'm Tyler Casey, and welcome to the 8th episode of Wolf Talk. If you guys aren't familiar with the podcast, here I bring on other creatives, anyone who directs music videos, edits them, really anyone in the creative field, just making stuff. And today I'm bringing on Bgiggz, also known as BJ.
Yeah, how y'all doing?
Yeah, you go by BJ?
Yeah.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah.
And if you guys don't know him, he's a music video director. He also does graphic design as well.
Yeah.
He shoots music videos. He's from Vallejo, correct?
Correct.
Cool. So yeah, man, glad to have you on. It's our first time meeting.
Yes.
I feel like we've been talking for a minute though on like Instagram and whatnot. We've known of each other for a while now.
Very true.
So yeah, what have you been up to lately?
I've been working, man. Shout out Elon Musk. Doing a bunch of that and side production work. And then a little bit of traveling. So staying busy.
Where'd you travel?
I just went to Portland.
Okay.
Like last week. I was doing a recap for Tiana Taylor. And a bunch of other little artists.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. That's dope. Yeah. So you've been working at Tesla as well, so that's cool.
Yeah.
So we'll get into that a little bit later, but let's go to the very beginning. We're gonna start right there. Like as a kid, were you doing any video type stuff? Like, did you have the cliche story like with your parents' video camera, or what were you doing? Like, was there anything creative?
All right. So honestly, how I got into all of this was because of MySpace.
Okay.
So, I would visit a bunch of like music sites and, the cool rappers like backgrounds and the code and stuff and all that. And honestly, like, I'm like, man, I want to, figure that kind of stuff out. But me being a kid, early age on the internet, it was hard to find like these programs. So, I did a little bit of research. Okay. And then I came across Adobe Photoshop and I'm like, boom, okay, I need to figure this out. So at an early age, I would just be on YouTube a lot, researching, watching thousands and thousands of tutorials.
Yeah.
I came across this guy named Graham Fisher. He's from Silicon Valley. And then that's how I learned how to code. And, at that point, I was taking people's backgrounds without even logging in on their pages. So, I did a little bit of thievery. But honestly, that's where it all started at. And then from there, I'm like, okay, if I wanted to make, cool banners and stuff like that, I needed a camera to take pictures of these people. And then I also needed a camera, too, to take pictures of, like, textures or, like, rocks, gravels for, like, mixtape covers and stuff like that. But it honestly started because of MySpace. Shout out Eric Jerome. He's one of the early pioneers of the, the music video stuff. Chris Simmons, all those guys. So pretty dope watching them come up to where they at now. The whole VH Post team, all that. So honestly, that's cool. Where it kind of started at.
Nice. So yeah, it started in graphics. And how old were you around then when you were doing graphics on MySpace and whatnot?
I had to be like 13, 14. And
okay. How old are you right now?
I'm 24.
Okay, cool. Yeah. I'm 23, so yeah, it was about the same age when I didn't even go on MySpace. Like I totally missed that whole wave. I sucked. I was hella pissed. Like I don't know, something like I wasn't into it, so just kind of missed that way. But that's cool. So yeah, I remember the internet where it was like with the type of graphics and all that going on. So that's cool that you were able to get like in that kind of wave, because I feel like with the videos at that time, they were still really new.
True.
And like the tutorials on videos were ass. Like I remember trying to look stuff up, and like I feel like people were selfish back then too. Like you'd look up a video tutorial, and if it was anything like remotely cool, like it would never there would never be a tutorial, or like it'd be something fake and you get a virus or something.
Facts.
Yeah. So
shout out to the people that shares information.
Yeah. What did you ever? Because I know Justin OD show. Have you ever watched him? I remember he was doing Photoshop stuff back then as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know if maybe you watched him before.
Yeah, shout out to Justin.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I saw you on his live before. Yeah. That's hella funny. So yeah, what made you start getting into videos? Like what was that transition?
So my first music video I ever shot was from one of my good friends, J.R. Davis. Shout out to him. He's currently in MLB. So it was just early on, like, hey man, can we shoot a video? And I had a Canon T2i.
Okay, yeah.
And, I had the kit lens, the 18 to 55. Didn't know anything at all. Shooting at like 4 o'clock. ISO like at like 1600, like videos like super blown out. Slow motion, out of whack. Like nothing was set right.
What video was that? Is that on your page
it's
still?
It's actually on my page.
It's called what's it called? I just watched it and someone asked a question about it too.
It's I want to say it's called like Angel in the Sky. It's like one of my very first.
I don't think I saw that one. It was called like, man, I can't remember. I'll check it later. But no, I didn't see that one. Yeah. The other one that I watched was actually pretty good. So.
And then honestly, I started off too doing a bunch of highlight tape. So, you'll see a bunch of Slimmy B in my highlight stuff because he's an ex-basketball player.
Okay, cool.
At an early age, just highlights for school, small music video work, and then a bunch of photography. But honestly, that's like where it kind of.
So you were doing this and you were doing videos in high school, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
So that was like my senior year. I really kind of took off because I needed to do community service to graduate. So I'm like, well, I got a camera, and you had to do other stuff to graduate. But I just reached out to the administration and then told them like, hey, can I just film the basketball games? I'm already cool with all the team and stuff like that. Yeah. So I'm just traveling with them for my community service.
It's like the coolest, easiest community service ever. That's awesome. So, you finessed that.
Finessed.
Man.
Work smarter, not harder.
Yeah, right? That's cool. So around that time, when did you start to link up with SOB? When did that whole thing kind of start?
So it really started like around the time I shot Cautious.
Yeah, the first video I was going to talk about was Cautious.
But I kind of knew them before all of that. Like they would reach out to me for other little small stuff, but I just kind of didn't have too much time. And then after we shot Cautious, it was almost like every weekend type of thing, just shoot a few videos here and there. And then next thing you know, like months go by and then it became into what it is now. So
yeah,
honestly, it just was like, hey, can we shoot? I'm like, yeah. And then
what was it like? So did you go to school with them or how close were you to them?
I only went to school with Slimmy B.
Okay.
And I've been knowing him for a while now, and me and his cousin was like real good friends too. So he just always been damn near good at everything. We used to look up to him because he had come out of nowhere with like all these random ass kicks, and it's just like, damn, where you get these from? Like you in 8th grade, And then next thing you know, he's like, oh, I'm on the hoop team. Like you on varsity.
Yeah.
In 9th grade. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, damn, he damn near good at like anything he do. And then he started rapping. And it's like, damn, you good at that. So it's kind of like, what can you not do? So, But it's just, growing up with them, started off with him, and then I kind of got introduced to everybody else. The boy, I would know him just from being around because he used to play basketball and stuff like that too.
Okay.
So me going to games and seeing them and all them playing football and stuff like that. So it just kind of came out of nowhere. Honestly, how everybody just kind of came together, but they already had their bond, and then I had a bond with Slimmy B. So
yeah,
that's kind of where
cool.
Came out.
And then when you shot Cautious, like were you still in high school around then, or what was that?
Nah. So I think I was like 3 or 4 years out.
Okay, cool.
But
what was that, like 2 years ago? Cautious?
I want to say it's like two or 3.
It's like 2016, right? Or
about I think like 7. No, yeah, it's like 16.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So we shot Cautious. That was random too that day. I was just at home, and as usual, hey, what's up? You can shoot a vid.
I still feel like that's like a lot of the times what like the SOB videos are like sometimes.
Half of it is never planned. It's just kind of on phone call. Like you're on standby. Honestly, like. Can we shoot a video? Yes or no? All right, yep. All right. And then they, meet us on the S block, go to the S, shoot, and then that's kind of that. So you got to just always be quick thinking, as far as ideas and locations and what you want to do. But yeah, that's kind of
that's cool. Yeah, and then how did it feel getting like videos that are touching like quite a few million views at the time? So Cautious, and then you shot that one with the boy. What's the name of that one? I always forget.
Reckless.
Yeah, Reckless.
Yeah.
And then you shot On My Mama with T.O.
Yeah.
So what was it like when you saw these videos like touching like, I don't know, I think like On My Mama is at least at like That's not a crazy number. It's
I
not
think it's like
6
15 million. 16.
Yeah, that's crazy. What were you thinking at the time?
Well, it wasn't my first million. I had a million on like a party recap, and then I hit the video, and I just started cleaning my channel up, like, cause I used to just. So first I would like go around and do like a bunch of like twerk type parties and stuff. So then that kind of got me popping around Vallejo. And then like all the kids like, yo, can you shoot my party? Can you shoot my party?
Yeah.
And then I'm like getting introduced to these artists that I've like never seen before. But then later down the road, I ended up working with them. And then, you know, just like, hey, I remember you from back in the day. Like,
Yeah.
Like a long time ago, for example, Remedy would, you know, come to these shows and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And then next thing you know, like I'm always working with them, that kind of stuff. So around that time, it's just like, you know, it started off me and like small high school parties that I would shoot, and then transition to the music videos, and then like I said, like cautious, and then it just kind of all gelled together, and then it just became what it is now. Yeah,
that's crazy. Yeah, that's interesting because I don't know. I feel like no matter what, you can always make a transition. There's a lot of things that link back to music.
Right,
the way it's connected, whether that's doing graphics, whether that's you doing like these parties.
Right.
Like even if you just did like Jacob Owens, I'm sure you know him. Like he was just, I mean, like let's say you're just filming Slimmy B, and like let's say you never did the house parties, like you're just filming the basketball team.
Right.
Slimmy easily probably would hit you up eventually and said, hey, let's just do a solo video, you know?
Right.
So I feel like, I don't know, it just all links together. You can always like tie something else in, like if you just get out there and work and learn how to use your camera more.
Back. Shout out to Jacob Owens. Because of him, I bought the T2i.
Yeah. Did you buy that? Did you buy his old music video guide?
I got the old music
the
video
super duper
guide.
music.
Yes.
Yeah. I had that too. I bought the,
it's black and white, like a composition notebook. I got it on PDF.
Yep. I think I had both of them. I had the upgraded. Yeah, that thing was tight though.
A lot of information out there.
Yeah, it was cool. So. How long did you have the T2i for? That's when I started out. I used to shoot all his videos on the T3i.
I had the T2i. I still have it, honestly.
I still have mine too.
It's just, you know,
it's tight for photos though.
Yeah, I never sell off any of my cameras. I kind of treat them like trophies. So, you know, from time to time I can see, okay, I started off with this. And then I got this. So.
No, yeah, it's cool. But then again, like I just sold my GH4, which I was kind of sad about, but I was like, it's still worth like $600. So I'm like, the T3i is like $200. Like I can't put a price on that. But
honestly,
like,
it's a good starter camera if you're trying to get into this kind of work.
No, it's definitely cool.
Know, you can shoot raw photos. You can do a little bit of video work. And I mean, if you get the basic understanding down, you know, of digitals, you know, how everything works, shutter speed, ISO, honestly, you can do this shit. Like it's not really that hard. You got to just apply yourself, honestly. So that's all it really
just
takes.
try something new every day. That's like I had Andy on here, and like one thing I like about Andy is every time like we shoot, he's always like trying to push the limit. He's always trying to do something just like hella crazy or just like try a different idea. Like so it's always pretty cool. They actually him and Red Ball Sonny, excuse me, they just shot a music video, like pretty sick. They just collabed. I think it was like with Kid Boo.
Okay.
Yeah, it looks pretty crazy. But yeah, that's cool. So you did a bunch of SOB videos, and then as they kind of started like blowing up more and more, what was that like? Were you trying to shoot more videos, or I know you did like some recaps and whatnot, and you just do videos like every now and then with them?
Yeah, honestly, those guys are pretty busy. You know, touring and back and forth, you know, on airplanes and stuff like that. Me, I just work, so that's kind of like my hold up. But I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. So
yeah,
I mean, no complaints at all. You know, it all works out in the end.
My question is, what do you think? Do you want to do full-time video?
I do. So, eventually, I'm gonna make the full transition and go back.
Have you ever tried or no?
Yeah. Honestly, I started off doing that.
Oh, okay.
And then ended up how I started working at Tesla. My boy, he just was like, yo, you trying to work? And then after, really what it was is I was on tour for a while. So I was touring with like Nefta Pharaoh, G-Eazy, Yo Gotti, like on the When It's Dark Out tour and the summer tour. So I did a bunch of that. And then, you know, my boy hit me up like, yo, you trying to work for Tesla? And I'm just kind of like, try it out, you know? And then I ended up being there for a year and 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of just been my little thing. It's kind of like my little break away from doing the video stuff, because not all the time do I want to do videos, just because.
No, yeah, and that's why I started doing YouTube as well.
Right,
like,
because the DMs just go so crazy. Like, once you start putting videos up and quality work, like 100 messages a day. And,
yeah, it's crazy.
You get a bunch of people like, yo, how much you charge? How much you charge? So it's like the same thing every day.
Yeah, it definitely gets old. So, yeah. But yeah, I feel you on that. Yeah, it's definitely. I mean, it's probably cool having a consistent check too.
Yeah.
Like, you know how much you're gonna get paid every month. Whereas with this job, I feel like
if you don't work, you don't eat.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, that's plain and simple. Like, you don't have no.
I mean, if you don't go to work, you don't eat either. But but I feel like the way you have to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I feel like the way you have to work is a little bit different. You really have to go out there. Like, I mean, he knows this as well. Like, because he runs a studio here, and like, you're constantly like, if you're not taking, like, let's say you're gonna be picky and choosy that month, and you're not gonna like take every one of those $500 or whatever, $800, $1,000 videos.
You'll definitely see it down.
You're gonna have to find some other way to make money, you know. So, I mean, I think that's smarter, anyways, because in this field, like, you should find other ways to make money. So, yeah. Have you thought about ways you're gonna do that, or like some things that you'd like to do? Because I've been seeing you do graphics. I want to talk about that too. That's been dope. I saw you did the graphics on the recent Mozzie video, right?
Yeah.
That video was sick. And then I've seen your graphics around here and there on quite a few videos lately. So that's cool.
So really, honestly, I figured, it's California, so it's hella expensive out here. So it's hard to like survive out here with one job. Like, damn near everybody has 2 jobs, like, or 2 ways of income. Mm-hmm. Just because if you're trying to rent out here, it's like you're gonna get a bathroom. The price or whatever you're trying to get. So unless you can, move away with California money, you're good. But it's hard to come here and, not have that kind of, passive income for you to just freely do what you want. Yeah. But
that's cool. Sweet. So we'll eventually see Bgiggz going full time with the video, right?
Facts.
All right, cool. Yeah. So what's up with the Adidas video? That was pretty sick. A lot of people were asking questions about that.
Okay.
That was really cool. The style was dope with it. What was like I still don't know, what was the product that was like, did they get their own type of Adidas, or what was that?
Yeah. So the shoe they got were the Pro Fears.
Okay.
They gave me a pair as well. It's a pretty dope shoe. It's kind of similar to a Yeezy. But honestly, they're actually pretty comfortable. Like, super comfortable.
Cool.
How that came apart was I just happened to be on Instagram. I got a DM and I'm reading it, and it's this dude named TJ. And shout out to Annex88 out of New York. So the guy hit me. He's like, "Yo, I'm really digging your work. Like, I got a shoe coming up. You mind helping us?" So I'm like, "Yeah." We exchanged numbers. Got on the phone. Coming to find out, it's for Adidas. So I'm like, "Wow, that's crazy," So they're like, "Oh, we're planning to shoot in like 4 days." So I'm like, "Fuck, I got work." So I'm already like planning on how I'm gonna get out of work. Like, I'm at work, like, what I'm gonna do. So I'm like, do you ever
like think like Elon Musk is over your shoulder at work, or like, have you ever met him or seen him?
No, I've seen him once. But I'm just kind of like, man, what I'm gonna tell my boss? Like, I got this shoot, but I gotta be at work tomorrow. So I'm like, man, should I call in sick? Like, nah, that's not gonna work. I just called in sick. So I was just straight up, like, "Hey, look, I got a job tomorrow. Like, can I take off?" And he was like, "Usually, I'll say it's 2 weeks notice, but yeah, go ahead." So
that's what's up.
I ended up taking that day off. And luckily it was dope too, because it was just Friday, so one day wasn't gonna hurt him.
Yeah.
But yeah. So this guy hits me. He's like, "Yo, we got a shoe with Adidas, and it's for SOB. We know you're pretty familiar with those guys." So we ended up linking up. We met in San Francisco at Sir Francis Drake Hotel. So it's like, "Oh yeah, it's a meeting on like the 10th floor or whatever. So we go up, and I'm just kind of like, oh, it's just gonna be like 5-6 people.
Yeah.
And I go in this conference room, and it's like 50 people in here.
Holy
like,
shit.
A round table, everything, and I'm looking around, and they got screenshots of like all my videos on.
Damn.
Like Cautious and like just hella videos that I've done, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm hella lost just looking, and I'm like, this is crazy. Like, I'm not supposed to be in here, but I'm in here, you know? So we sitting around, they talking ideas and stuff and locations and stuff like that. And these people are from like the UK, Germany, London, New York, LA. Like, they flew out their own DP from LA. Like, it was just hella people I've never even heard of. You know? People that like dealt with Kanye West when they was making his shoes and stuff like that. So I'm just sitting in here just kind of like stuck. Like, I'm in here. Like, so, you know, they get to talking, and then so I get introduced, and I'm like, hey, how you guys doing? I'm BJ. And then so you know, they start talking some more, and then they ask me a few questions, and then I'm like, yeah, these are all my videos. And everybody turns around and is like, why you didn't say that in the beginning? And I'm just kind of like, well, this is not my meeting, you know? Like, I'm just like, appreciated to even be in here, just because I'm like, I don't know what goes on in here, but my shit is on this wall. So shout outs to y'all for having my shit up here. So, you know, we get to talking, and then, you know, we just start figuring out locations and stuff like that on where to shoot. And then that's kind of how it just kind of came together. But it was literally like a week process, and just all through social media.
And then did you become the director on that gig? Or?
Yeah. So I was in charge of just all the social media content.
Okay, sick.
Yeah,
cool.
So they had like separate stuff that they were shooting, but we literally have like 5 minutes to scramble and get as much footage as we can. So it's just kind of like our side is kind of put on the back burner a little bit, but it's like, okay, they'll do.
For the social. So they did a separate shoot. That's coming later or what?
Yeah. So they shot a bunch of stuff, and then it just kind of ended up being like, okay, they'll shoot their stuff, and then right when they're done, get your footage real quick, and then just get out of there. So
that's what's up. That's cool.
Yeah. So that's kind of how that came apart.
That's tight. So you guys just did those little scenes in the car, and then chopped it up hella dope.
Yeah.
That's what's up. That's hella cool, dude.
Yeah.
And then they probably did they give you like a little budget for like the social media campaign, and you got to hire people and shit?
So we all came together. It was one of my boys, Jeff Clevens. I shot with him a few times. Brian Berry, Julian Edwards. So it was just us four. We all kind of worked together.
That's cool.
So
yeah, it looked dope. It had a really cool aesthetic to it, and then it was tight edit. And I like the sound. Who did the sound design? That was clean.
I'm not sure who did the sound design. I want to say it was somebody from NX. They have like their own like in-house editing.
Yeah.
So it's like a bunch of guys over there knocking out videos. But we literally just directed everything, and then just handed over all the footage.
That's cool. So do you? This is something I want to ask. Compared to like what you usually do, where you're like the one-man band, you go out, you film someone, you go home, you sit there, you edit it, and then you send it to them. Do you like that workflow better? Like where it was a little more high pressure, I'm guessing, but you're really the director, and then you kind of just like there's all the stuff, you guys go do your thing.
Yeah, I actually like that workflow a lot better.
Yeah.
I've noticed too, like as directors and videographers, like we damn near don't like editing. Like I don't know, it's just time consuming. Like you just want to shoot and get it done. So it was kind of cool to just
I sent off an edit a while ago, and it was sick. I was like, hell yeah. But like I'm still kind of connected to it, because I do like when there's a song that's like hella cool. I don't know, I feel like I like hella do like editing it. Like some of those SOB videos that I did, like the On Me video. Yeah. Like I had hella fun editing that video. Like that was hella tight. Like, cause I was like, it's my first time with a budget, and I had a cop car in there, and I was just like, I'm not gonna let someone else edit my video. Like I got a freaking cop car there. Like,
nah, it depends on certain projects, honestly. Like if you have fun with it on set while you're shooting, and you got fresh ideas, and you want to just instantly start editing right away, you know. So it all depends on like if you like really want to get a product done and out to the customer really soon and stuff like that, and if you really like the song, and you know, it kind of just all plays off of the energy. How you feel about the whole
I feel like
concepts and stuff
everyone
like
should
that.
know how to edit these days, though. Like, especially if you're an entrepreneur, like,
yeah.
like this guy over here, he needs to step up his editing game.
Honestly, it's gotten to the point to where it's like artists now are editing their own videos.
No, yeah,
Like, there's
I know Remedy edits.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
yo, can I sit in with you and edit? And I'm just kind of like, well,
I hate that.
Like,
No,
I've
I
done
tell
it a few
people no.
times. I've done it a few times. It's cool, but sometimes it's like, nah, you just gonna get what you get. Well, I'll send it to you, and then we can make revisions after that.
I
But,
forgot who said. I don't know. Hella people have said this, but it's just like a
it could turn
sacred
into-
process,
yeah,
you
it
know?
could
Like,
turn into a 2-hour session into like an 8-hour session of just
Yeah.
pure small editing. Like, and a lot of times it's like the super small stuff that's like,
yeah, and especially like when they're there, I feel like they can like see like really like the process, and they
Yeah.
don't know like exactly what you're about to do, so
Right.
they don't like they're like butting in, and then it makes you second, and it just becomes like
it's super hard, and it's
Yeah.
kind of ends up being stressful on you. One thing too I don't like at videos is just like when you're shooting and one of the other partners or somebody that's at the video is trying to tell you what to do.
yeah,
Like, yo, I think you should get this. I think
yeah.
you should
It's
get
always
that.
some
Like,
guy who's like super drunk too.
and that's not a cameraman. Like,
No,
please, you guys, please stop that. Like,
yeah, that's the worst.
Don't do that. Like, they honestly hired us to do our work, so that's what we came to do.
Yeah, unless if you're the artist and like you
Yeah.
want to throw in something,
Yeah.
it's helpful. But then again, like on bigger videos, like it's just not gonna help, like especially like when you have the day planned out and you have
Yeah.
certain stuff going on, like it's not helpful.
Yeah, we already under a lot of pressure, so we don't need that extra little small.
So how do you feel about like run and gun videos, like when like I don't know, like you did quite a few of those, right, with SOB? Like you said it was just really last minute, right?
I like the run and gun videos just because like a lot of times it's usually like 2 hours. It's just
Yeah.
some quick shooting.
Yeah.
Let's just go here. Let's go here. Let's put the video out like tomorrow or 2 days. That kind of work. So I actually like kind of on the gun videos
Yeah.
like that. Just because it's quick. That's
Yeah, I
like-
realized I kind of missed them, like when I started like doing more like bigger videos, like with like lights and like like every scene has to be lit, like we gotta like
Yeah.
it just became more like that, and I was like, man, I kind of just miss like running out, going out with my camera,
Yeah.
but
Lately, I've been having fun doing like one take type videos.
yeah, I saw that the boy video that you're when's that dropping? That looked dope.
I don't know. He has it.
He said like 4,000 comments, and then it got like 4,000 comments hella fast, and it didn't drop.
Still, I don't know what's going on. The boy, you got to drop it, man. His
Yep.
face is waiting for the vid.
Yeah, that video's dope. Yeah, it's crazy sometimes, like when he calls and like you shoot a video. I'm sure that was super last minute, right?
That video was last minute, so we ended up shooting Sum It Up, and it was a video we shot at the cemetery.
Oh, okay, yeah, I saw that one. That was the same night?
Same night.
Yeah.
In 2 hours.
That's
So,
crazy.
Literally like 30 minutes at one vid, and then like 20 minutes at the other, and then just a bunch of small little B-roll. So
That's what's up. That's cool.
it's
So,
always
yeah.
more so like
It doesn't take
shoot.
much to shoot videos, guys. I mean, especially just to get anything out there, like
Yeah.
I mean, it is a lot of work. Like I'm not I meant like in the sense of like artists, like you should honestly, like if you want to build up as an artist, you should just find like a video guy that you could like work with.
Yeah.
And grow with, like in a sense, and like you could go shoot quick little videos like that, and just like I don't know, I feel like I think what they do is they have like a certain level of like, it's interesting because my friend was talking, like they have like so many different like levels of videos.
Yeah.
They have like super high budget videos, like the one like T.O. Misunderstood,
Yeah.
and then like then T.O. will do like a video like hella quick, like on a tour bus, and it's just like
right.
it's like all these levels of like, what do you think about that? Do you think it's effective, or do you think it should be
It's effective.
once you hit one bar, you should just stay there?
Well, my look on it is, I mean, it's just putting out good content.
Yeah.
But then again, too, I understand, once you get to a certain level, people feel like you should only be dropping like top tier videos, like big budgets, only on red cams, that kind of stuff. But this day and age, honestly, people don't even really pay too much attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I feel like people would rather get more like just content more content. I mean, I think they do appreciate quality. And like Misunderstood, like that video is insane.
Yeah, no,
that video is awesome. Like
Dabs did his thing on that.
Yeah,
video.
that video is crazy. But I feel like the more that's out there, especially just like with them, is like they can connect with the artist a lot more, you know? So they can see a lot more. But yeah, it's cool. Run and gun videos, crazy. Like that one that I did with Young Pinch and Du Bois. Yeah. He literally hit me up at like 11. Like I wrote this treatment and I gave him two options. Like we do San Francisco or like I know this abandoned church down in like down south. It was like 3 hours out. He's like, I want to do that. And then like it was the day of, so I drove out there and I'm like, there's no way he's showing up, and he showed up and I was like, oh my God.
That's yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy, but
he's good for that. He'll call you in the middle of the night for a video. Facts. But,
that's hella funny.
Get it done, put it out.
Yep.
Slap every time.
Yep. All right, let's get into these questions. You got hella questions, but I think we covered it. That story was hella dope that you told about the Adidas. That was hella cool.
Yeah. Thank you.
Nope, it went away. All right, cool. Here we go. All right, man. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that.
I didn't even get that many questions. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Shot by Kadeem. How do you learn new effects for videos?
Honestly, it's just trial and error. Get in the program and start mixing hella shit up.
Yep.
And if it come out tight, save the preset.
Yeah, there you go. That's smart, dude. And especially like, yeah, don't watch tutorials.
Yeah.
Because like if there's a specific thing you want to do, like, oh, I really need to do like a house on fire, like look that up. Yeah. But like if you're just looking up like Cole Bennett type effects, like you're only going to be as good as
the next
Cole Bennett. But yeah. That's cool. All right, Dakota wants to know favorite lens.
I rock with one lens, honestly. It's a 28-70 little cheap kit lens.
That's what's up. He has run and gun more or storyboard. We kind of went over that.
Yeah.
He said the Adidas video was fire.
Thank you.
One PR film. Okay. You know him?
Yeah. My boy Pedro.
Yep. What was one of your most favorite projects you have ever done?
Man, I would say the music video I shot with E40 and Yaki, 100 in a Day.
I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah. So that's in the archives, but it's out there. You got to look for it, but it's on YouTube.
All right.
World Star.
For sure. Ruthless Rose, my girlfriend, wants to know what sets you apart from other directors in the Bay Area.
That's a good ass question. I just think it's easy to get in contact with me. Like I don't try to make it like I'm untouchable. Like I try to reach out and work out with everybody. Like, even the up and coming. Like I got a bunch of kids hitting me in DMs like, yo, I'm trying to start and I'm trying to get into this, field of industry work and, shoot for these kind of artists. Like, what should I do? I just end up bringing them along or, having them on set with me. That kind of stuff. Just because I know, like, when I was that young, I was trying to, oh, man, I want to shoot for this person or, get into this kind of work. And, I didn't know where to start. So.
No, it's hella cool. I've been trying to do that too. And just like bring different people on like each and every time. Yeah. I just brought this kid on. His name's Eric. And he did like, I'll show you later. He did like this behind the scenes video for me and it came out hella sick. Like he did he edits only in After Effects.
Okay.
Like he doesn't like, how have you worked in After Effects, right?
That's a whole different ballgame.
Yeah. I was like, bro, like, I don't know. I was just like, what are you like? That's crazy. Like, I'm like, I don't know how you do that, but
honestly, these kids got it easy right now. Just because
the tutorials going crazy.
The tutorials, I got it like at the palm of your hand. And, all these After Effects and all this kind of stuff. And like coming up, trying to get these cameras, it was like $3,000-$4,000. Now you can get a dope ass video with an iPhone. Like,
yeah, right. Yeah, if your edits are on point, you could do something dope. You could, even if you don't have an iPhone, like borrow your mom's iPhone X for like an hour.
Yeah,
I'm sure one of like I don't know. I'm sure a kid's got a mom with an iPhone X. That's what we used to do. We used to borrow like my friend's dad had like some Nikon that he like used to take photos of ducks on or something, and like we like took it out and like the battery would die. How we just like you know, so
anything that produces video,
right,
start working.
All right, chat man did it. What's your thoughts on using lighting over natural light?
Lighting over natural light. I like to use natural light depending on what kind of video I'm doing. But a lot of times I'll use like LEDs and stuff like that. But light is the main important thing of all this video work at the end of the day. Like, you got to really study your lighting before anything.
Yeah.
And then you can get your camera settings and everything right. But like, if your lighting isn't right, then your video isn't right. So
yeah,
just try to get a better understanding for light.
Handheld versus stabilized shooting.
I like handheld, but for certain shots, I like to be stabilized.
Yeah.
I've noticed as well, though, that I've been putting all my trust into the gimbal. So gotta kind of chill with the gimbal. But
yeah,
from time to time, no, I'll take it off and just go handheld.
Yeah. Now the gimbal goes crazy, but I feel like those days need to die soon. Those, the Bay Area gimbal days.
Facts. That's all starter kit right there.
Yeah, Bay Area videographer starter kit.
Just get a gimbal.
And then they're gonna post on their story and say how they're gonna raise their prices next month. Hey, you don't mess with me now, my prices are gonna
stop doing that.
Yeah, stop doing it. Stop saying your prices are going up next month. Just change your prices and then. All right. Last one he had, chat. Best way to work with big artists.
Best way to work with big artists. Honestly, just reach out to them, or listen to the music and come with a treatment. Like,
that's cool.
Already come ready, to present something. So it's not like, oh, he's just trying to shoot a vid. They want to know, like,
like you have, if you already come to him with a plan, and I was gonna say value, like, any way you could bring him value. Like, if you see, like, let's say he's already got music videos on lock,
right.
Like, you can still wiggle your way in there, like, go to one of his shows, hit up one of his opening acts, and then film the opening act, and maybe he's still a cool artist, but then whoever comes on, E40 comes on, you film him a sick highlight, or you take dope photos of him, send him, you can.
There's a way to maneuver around this, honestly. Yeah. Look for those booking emails, any kind of contact, like, do your research.
Watch their stories.
Facts. All of that is out there.
Like, when you see they're active, that's when you can tap in.
Right.
Lights or props? 91 SB man.
Lights. Props, they kind of come out of nowhere, honestly. But lights.
Okay, for sure. Tamina wants to know, she loves both our work. She studies both of our work. She doesn't have a question. Just wants to show love. Thank you.
Shout out to you.
Ray TBL, Ronin M or Ronin S?
I'm rocking with the rest of your M right now.
You gotta get the S, man.
I've seen
if you're on that run and gun.
I've seen the S. Just recently, a director, CM Deluxe out of Vegas.
Oh, okay, for sure.
He hit the little 360. So
360 goes crazy.
I've been stuck ever since. Like, bro, do the little 360 thing you did again.
Yeah.
Like, do it again. Just do it,
Yeah,
so
that one's cool.
I'm stuck on the S, plus it's smaller.
The, what's it called? The crane's coming out. They got, like, some pretty cool rig. Like, the way you hold it now. They're doing the 360, but it's pretty cool the way you hold it. It looks weird, but it's like, you can, like, I don't know. It's cool though. The Ronin S is heavy, or Ronin S is heavy.
It is?
Yeah, I don't like it.
I don't know, man. I got weak
The grip
wrists.
is nice though.
Yeah, see, I got weak wrists, so that's why I kind of rock with the M.
The M's hella comfortable and it's hella smooth.
Yeah, you could just hold it up and you'd be good. You could do it one arm.
You could do, yeah. All right. Mark Time wants to know, how long did it take you to fully understand your camera settings?
All right. So let me date back. So in high school, I had a photography class, but it was only film. And I didn't understand any of that shit. Like,
pretty much.
Shutter speed, f-stop, ISO. But then I went and bought the T2i, and then I got a better understanding for all these settings. And at the end of the day, it all controls the amount of light, how fast you want stuff to be. If you want like a ghosting effect in camera, which is like a shutter speed. So me buying a digital camera over, going the pioneer way with the whole film and black and whites and stuff like that. The digital helped because I can have trial and error, but I can fix it easily.
You can see it right away. It's
Right.
it's instant. Whereas you're gonna have to do all those other steps, and you're gonna have to
Right.
wait. So
Then I got a better understanding too for like all the numbers and what they mean and stuff like that. So I would definitely say, just go outside and mess around.
yeah,
Like,
that's
just mess around, do a lot of research, but just go mess around. Like,
just watch a YouTube video,
Right.
and then don't sit there and watch 5 other YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Watch that YouTube video on f-stop or shutter speed,
Yeah.
or even on Vimeo, and then run outside, play with your shutter, or even do it right there on your desk, and then drag it on and then
Right.
chop it into something like.
Something else is good to do too. Just, type in like, whatever you're looking for on Google and just click on images. And like they'll come up with like charts and time.
Yeah, there's hella charts. Or even just honestly, like if you're the kind of person who doesn't learn from like watching tutorials, like buy a book. Like
Yeah.
I have a book, it's called The Bare Bones of Filmmaking.
Yeah.
And like I had to get it for school, but it was hella helpful. Like it's just like seeing like the way they like drew out everything. It's just like hella helpful. Like it straight up goes ISO, shutter speed, and it's just an easier way to read
At the
stuff.
end of the day, everybody got phones, so search that shit. Like we're on our phones enough, so take the time out to go look for this information.
All right, we gotta get through these fast. Pretty is Productions. What f-stop are you at on gimbal? I mean, it just depends on the scenario.
Yeah. It's kind of hard.
All right, Rizzy, Stay Dizzy. Are Zay Dub and X Slap your blood cousins?
Yeah. We've been knowing each other since diapers, but we blood for sure. We're blood.
And then he says, he had a few questions. Talk about your friendship with Gary Jr. and Deadstock DP.
Those my guys, man. So Gary's my cousin. DP is like my cousin, but if it wasn't Gary and DP, like you wouldn't see them without each other. So it's just kind of like they go hand in hand. So you always see both of them. But we just kind of all grew up together.
Okay.
So those two guys and Slimmy B, they was all a part of like this little shoe club, and like so Slimmy B will always hit DP for shoes and Gary for shoes and shit. So they just kind of those are the shoe plugs.
Gotcha.
So everybody wants to know those guys. So all these exclusive kicks, like from these Yeezys and Louis Vuittons and all that shit, like those are the go-tos.
Yeah.
So that's your connect right there. But yeah, you got to have a good relationship with those guys. But definitely family.
For sure. Kind of already talked about gimbals. I'll just read the name. Ote Media. Dino Blade Brown. He has quite a few. Let me read through these. How do you approach color grading? What are you trying to accomplish with the look?
I'm just trying to develop my own look. But 9 times out of 10, like I like to watch a lot of movies and like little commercials and shit, like off of YouTube. Like
Yeah.
you know how you click on a video and then just a random ass ad will pop up. Like it could be from like Bacardi vodka or Hennessy, like anything. Like their colors be like super dope. So 9 times out of 10, I'll just like screenshot it and then I'll have it next to me when I'm editing, and I'm like, I'm trying to go for this look.
Yeah. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm gonna skip through some of these. Hinnick 8. We're gonna talk about the full rig in a second. What's the most hardest thing about editing?
I would say the hardest thing about editing is trying to do something you've never done before. That's like as far as like an effect that you're trying to figure out, but it's hella hard. Like I think that's probably like the hardest thing. But I don't really try to rely on too many effects. I try to just get good basic like
cuts. Yeah.
Because after a while, like I've noticed that a lot of people are doing less shooting and over editing, and I think that's backwards. Like I mean, not saying that there's no right or wrong way, but you don't want to spend too much time behind the screen. Like
no, it's not that fun.
I'm gonna just fix it in post. Like nah, definitely fix it while you're on set.
Just shoot more. Yeah. Last question. Yeah, I mean that's what I noticed about too. Like my guy Hatch 86. when I started out, I was like, hey, I'll edit for you. And like, I've never seen how many scenes this guy does. Like, he shoots like crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I edited that had quite a few scenes too. But yeah, so I edited like my first video with him, and there's like, say like 30 to 40 performance takes. And I was just like, I just lay them all out. I was like, man, this is crazy. Last question though. Mark Christian KC, best way to get new clients in a category you do not usually shoot in?
Ooh, that's a great question.
Yeah.
So to get new clients, what I would say is to first try to deliver something in that field that you're trying to get into first. So whether it be a commercial, find some friends, find a subject or a product you want to try to, shoot a commercial for, and take your time with it. Honestly, that's all it is just taking your time with this stuff. Like, when you rush, you're going to get rushed work. But if you just slowly take your time, think about your shots, and, take your time editing, but in a good deliverable time, and just, put it together, and then come with a dope presentation to, whatever field you're trying to get into, whether it be, like I said, commercial or, video recaps or weddings, that kind of stuff. So just take your time, find some people. Because the thing is that all this work is out here. Every day there's a wedding. Every day there's a concert somewhere. Every day there's a product release.
Yeah.
So just go out, shoot this kind of stuff, and present it to, these
just shoot it for free, practice, and then once you have it's really just building a different portfolio. Yeah. So you're going to have different portfolios. Like, who just made a transition into commercial work? Brother? Have you seen them? You see that FIFA commercial?
Yeah.
That thing's crazy. I mean, we were watching that. That's the, what was that Chinese soccer movie you're talking about? I've never seen that.
Remind me of it.
That video.
Those guys are
Those guys are crazy.
Yeah.
They do some. All right, dope. So this is the part in the show. It's invest in yourself. But Bgiggz, basically, I'm not going to put him on a budget, and he's just going to show me basically the setup he uses, and then you guys can check it out at kit.com. I'm going to link it below so you guys can shoot like Bgiggz and take his recommendations. So you can, you can set the mic down if you just want to add everything you can just add everything to the cart.
All right. So
and then we'll talk about it at the end.
Okay.
So we're back. He's going to talk us through his kit right here and kind of explain what he's working with.
All right. So first off, the camera, I'm rocking with a Sony A7S II. The low light is amazing, and I hella like the S-Log2 profiles on there. It definitely helps because to me it feels like you got like a mini red without having a red. So that's very helpful. The lens is a 28-70. It's like a $200 lens. I got mine off of Craigslist for like $100. And then I've been rocking with the DJI Ronin M for a while. So only thing about that is like when you first get it, you're struggling to set that shit up. Like,
yeah,
it got to the point where I just set my shit in the corner. Like, I'll figure this out later.
Yeah.
But once you kind of find a balance, then
get a quick release plate, like the one. Get another one to put on top. So if you're using the same lens every day, you can just slide that thing on and you're good to go.
Right. And then for lighting, I just use these little Young Nuo like 360 LED lights, and they're
how many is it? Does that come with one, or does that come with?
It comes with one. They have like a double pack too, but it's just pretty much like a light stick.
And it changes colors, right?
Changes any color. You can control it by your phone too. So
that's what's up.
Bluetooth, and just pick whatever color you want.
And you don't need something hella bright too when you're starting out with the A7S II because it's so like you can use any natural light, and if you use that low light, like you could just So
I use that pretty much just to kind of match my settings. Like if I'm like shooting at nighttime and wherever I'm at has kind of like an orange type of tint lighting, then I'll just try to mimic that lighting with this stick, and then just kind of go off of that. Like, so I used that when I was shooting Sum It Up. So I had the Ronin in one hand, I had my playback speaker in my hoodie, and then I had the light just up like this. Yeah. And I'm just walking backwards, just getting my shots.
Was that the Du Bois video you just did? Yeah.
So he was walking in the middle of the street and grabbed the gun out the refrigerator and everything. Like, yeah.
That was hella funny. That's what's up.
So pretty minimal setup, honestly.
That's what's up. Yeah, tight. And then when any speaker works, you can get any Bluetooth speaker. I like the JBL Charge. That's one of my
those
favorites.
Are good. I've been rocking with the iHome.
For sure.
Yeah. So
cool. Yeah, and then just batteries, and yeah, you're pretty much set. Cool, man.
All right.
I think I'm good with that. That was the fastest setup ever. That was easy. Like how people like overthink it and just like
honestly, I feel like
stuff.
if you could just try to shoot lightly, like you got a light setup. That's like the best way to do it.
Definitely. Cool, man. So yeah, what's anything we should be looking forward to with Bgiggz?
Yeah, eventually I'm making a full-time comeback. Eventually, I'm just trying to figure out a day when. So whenever I decide this, this departure, I'll let you guys know.
Tesla?
But, yeah.
You gonna get a Tesla before you leave Tesla?
I own a Hellcat.
Yeah.
Not knocking electricity cars, but I mean, there's nothing like just putting gas and going.
Yeah.
That's all I can speak.
That's what's up. Cool, man. Is there a little secret message that people can say if they made it to the end of this? Whatever you want.
Just stay true to yourselves. Dedicate a lot of time if you really want to do this. Save your money, because this shit gets expensive down the road.
That'll be the secret word. Comment, save your money below. Yeah, definitely save your money, because save up. Like, I would set like a limit on yourself.
Yeah.
Because I found myself buying stuff like every other week, and it gets crazy. But
so that's another good thing too, though. So if you want new gear after every shoot, just to set aside some money for whatever you're trying to get.
Yeah, and really evaluate the cost. Like, think about it, because like for a while you really should be investing, because if you think that's going to bring up your production value a lot, like enough. And also think too, like, do I know anyone else who owns this? Like, is this something else that like I could bring so-and-so out who already owns this, So definitely just weigh out those pros and cons, and you should be set.
Right.
But yeah, we're going to wrap right here. If you guys enjoyed this podcast, leave it a review on iTunes. It's also available on Google Play. I don't know why I would say this at the end, because you wouldn't even be listening if you wanted to hear it on Google Play. But it's on there. Make sure to subscribe. Check it out on YouTube. Follow Bgiggz on Instagram. Is that mainly where you are, Instagram?
Everything is the same social. We've been having it for years.
Hit him up on Instagram. Hit him up on Twitter.
Snapchat.
Hit him on Snapchat. Send him some photos.
Nah, don't do that.
Don't do that. I'm messing with you.
I like that.
Yeah. Yep. All right. I was messing. All right. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks.